And then here is one of these real delicate things, projecting, because this one will appear at least at two different stages, this kind of story. At first, in the beginning, you will get her to know that she has some certain traits, streaks, to simplify problems. And like manipulative behavior, the need for having control over things, perhaps stalking tendencies, violation of privacy and such. And one of these traits that he will project upon her is projection. He will project projection upon her, and she will become used to thinking about things this way. Each time she might actually have second thoughts about some things. This will automatically strike back as a counter reaction. Yeah, ain't that just like me? All the time. As soon as I have a problem, pull the whole shit on him and blame him and get these ideas. Shame. And also she will learn how to automatically take him in defense as soon as someone might perhaps notice some specific behavior in him. She will try her best to explain how and why this actually is a problem within her, and because all things in the world, in one way or the other, can be tracked back to her, or negative things, that is to say. Next time this will appear in active way will probably be at the end of things, after her having broke up with him, or him having broke up with her. And there may be some reason, one or the other, to get into contact with some kind of social functions. Some authorities, might be police authorities, healthcare, and at this stage you will probably have a rather detailed and full picture of his profile, and all these patterns become very much apparent. And then she comes to this whatever office and starts telling a story. And this professional just and she really gets no response, no feedback to anything, and until this professional says, yeah, okay, but now this hour has run out and I have some other things on my agenda. Yeah, it's just that because he expected some kind of reaction. I'm trying to explain that this is a completely fucked up situation. And whatever, if it's about controlling her or having people watch or whatever. Yeah, I can see that these things might perhaps feel a bit bothersome. In fact, they do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very eager to get some action. I need to handle these things. Yeah, well, there really ain't much that we can do on our side because this is a bit outside our field. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Well, yeah, if you actually feel threatened by him, then like in all other situations, you're supposed to call the police. Yeah, it's not really on that level. He's not physically violent, but he's controlling me and he's spreading rumors about me or whatever, or perhaps all that kind of things. Yeah. Do you have any kind of contact within psychiatry? No. Why? Yeah, I noticed that you have quite a few things upon your mind, and ease in your heart once in a while might perhaps make things easier sorting out. It's not so much about sorting out, because that is what I have recently done, but some action must be taken, something must be done, because this is about to ruin my whole life. Yeah. Still, contact within psychiatry. Now you mentioned this divorce and critical period, and I have full understanding for you being upset and all kind of things. And in these kind of situations, people say things and do things and talk beside each other. Yes, it's just that this is not really so much about that. There are some things that are very much real. Yeah, I'm very sorry, but there's not much. It's not really anything we can do about that, because so far there's nothing criminal about this. isn't there anything criminal about spreading these rumors? Yeah, but that is your way of looking upon things, and he must be allowed to have an opinion about you, right? You have your opinions about him. You've expressed them to me now. Because, you might actually expect that maybe a few weeks before, a few months, maybe a year, this guy has probably been into contact with quite a few professionals in different kind of fields and different reasons, maybe expressing his worries or fears, where she's about to lose her grip upon reality, and I'm not sure what she's capable of doing if this would develop in the wrong way. It's been going on for years now, and it may explain the whole thing and describe her controlled behaviors and violating personal privacy and all that kind of things, and being manipulated and having this projecting thing. This I started to notice some year ago that all these things she's been accusing me with throughout our time, they have actually all been her own traits. But I have been worn down, my mind has become soft, and hearing these things every day, at some point you actually start believing in them. Can you imagine? Yeah, really can. I might have heard about this kind of situations before. Yes, bet your ass I have. And I'd add to this that, so really, perhaps you should not be that surprised if she comes entering your office one day and pours this whole garbage can over you and they presented to this whole situation as it appears to her, because she really believes in this. And I might perhaps imagine her saying more or less the same things as you have told me now. In fact, you should perhaps expect her to say more or less exact same things, because I'm really used to this now, and I have already heard this whole story from others as it has been told to her. So my life has become a bit of a mess lately, as you perhaps can imagine. And to this comes another thing. Through all these years, he has planted this into her, not to believe in her own senses, her own rational thinking, or perceptions, memories, whatever. And even when recovering, realizing that he has been doing things with my mind, still then she will always have this doubt. This can't really be real, can it? And she has to check some things where there are some evidence. Yeah, it is. You know, still can't really be true, right? While these things he tells her, they will definitely be received as actual truths, just hard facts, and she will have to remind herself about this, because him, when saying these things, and this is the most unbeautiful part of this whole thing, is that he will never doubt this. To him, this is actual history and hard facts. So him lying will always be considered very much more reliable than her telling the actual truth.